Hey up everyone, just a short rundown on Radio Dakar today as I can't do everything and I've been editing footage that's gone up on the Ko-fi group from the prologue. I can't post it here, but you can access it without a donation. Having said that, any donations are much appreciated and will be put to good use, as I'm sure you can imagine the work all this takes, and it wouldn't be possible without the BAREBONESMC family's support. Stage 2 takes everyone from Yanbu into the canyons and rocks around Al-Hala. They have 504 kilometres today, including 400 of timed specials. Harith Noah injured his back yesterday and is unable to continue. After his win in 2024, this is his second Dakar non-finish on the Sherco. Adrian van Beveren lost more than 7 minutes to the stage winning yesterday. A problem with his front brake meant it was a challenge to say the least. But starting out later than the leaders in 8th place, he will be able to use the tracks of his rivals. Sadly, James Hillier fell yesterday after 250 kilometres. It was a slow-speed crash, but on rocky terrain. Through gritted teeth, he continued to the finish, but with a fractured arm just below his elbow, he can't continue. Benjamin Mello, second in the Malimoto, stopped to help out Harith Noah, but he is still ahead of Jerome Martini and Javi Vega. After suffering on the prologue, Neil Sterick was given an award by the Dakar presented during the traditional awards ceremony. The Cove rider was 115th to start on stage 1 and finished in 24th place, and was allowed to start in 24th position, so he will have to overtake less riders on his way to Al-Hala and will definitely hit less dust. On the stage today though, it was last year's winner who came in fastest, ahead of Canet and Ricky Brabeck's Honda, but today the Honda pack came home en masse. Skylar Howes was 4th, Tosha Shirena 5th and Martin Ventura 6th, and when the Hondas hunt in a pack, no one is safe. Ross Branch was 7th fastest on the Hero, with Rally 2 leader Michael Doherty 8th fastest ahead of Luciano Benavides, Adrian van Beveren, Nacho Cornejo, Stefan Svitko and Bradley Cox on the Sherco. This is where he got his first stage win, so Mason Klein was on a mission and was 14th fastest on the Hoto, 2 places ahead of his teammate Martin Micek, and Neil Sterick brought the Cove home 17th fastest, just ahead of Tobias Ebster on the Rally 2 Hero. Top Malimoto finisher was Emmanuel Guillen again, so he is building up that cushion, just as he did last year. Second fastest was Benjamin Milo, followed by Jerome Martini, Jose Pedro and Javi Vega, who was 36th fastest overall on his Malimoto Cove. Sunier was 47th fastest and Tiziano Interno from Rally POV was 51st on the stage. That means, in the overall standings, Daniel Sanders is first, Edgar Canet is second and Ricky Brabeck still third. Tosha Shirena is 4th and Ross Branch 5th, with Luciano Benavides 6th, followed by Skylar Howes, Nacho Cornejo, Michael Doherty as the highest placed Rally 2 entry, and Adrian van Beveren finishing off the top 10. Bradley Cox is the top Sherco in 13th, and Martin Micek on the top Hoto is 15th, just behind Tobias Ebster on the Rally 2 Hero. Mason Klein is down in 26th overall, an hour behind Sanders. The top 10 are so close together that he will be hard-pressed to get a top 10 finish without a big pile of catastrophes. But this is Dakar, so nothing is impossible. Emmanuel Guillen is 20th overall and top in the Malimoto, now 34 minutes ahead on Benjamin Milo, second in the Malimoto and in 31st position overall. Jerome Martini is 3rd and Javi Vega 4th, still 1 step away from the podium, and Josep Pedro is now just 2 minutes behind him in 5th. In Rally 2 overall, that means Michael Doherty is just over 2 minutes ahead of rookie Martin Ventura, with Tobias Ebster in 3rd, 17 minutes behind the leader. Preston Campbell, another rookie, is in 4th, followed by Tony Millett, Konrad Dabrowski, Mathieu Devesi and Emmanuel Guillen, with Paolo Lucci and Nerimantas Jusius, whose name I am bound to have butchered, finished off the top 10. The rest of the results and times are in the slides, but for now I will leave it at that. There are 422 kilometres of time specials tomorrow, all around Al Hala. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Thanks as always for the support. I will try and get some more decent footage of the bikes up on Rumble, but it will only be accessible via the Ko-fi group, which is linked in the description and on the channel homepage. Have a great night, and Radio Dakar will be back tomorrow.